Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Boy, do I have an adventure for you.
That
You were
wait,
you were going to be
that you
so
went on?
proud. What?
That you went on, or that you
Oh,
want me to go on?
oh no. Why would I send you anywhere?
I don't know. You said you had an adventure for me, so I
Yes, I'm
thought this
going
was
to
something
share
I.
an adventure with you.
Oh,
That's what we do
gotcha.
here. We gather in the morning and
Hmm.
see how I'm using words that the younger hip people are using.
Yes.
Like in their living room, they'll just write
Hmm.
"gather" on the wall.
Right.
Like that's what you're supposed to do there. In the kitchen,
I
they
still
write.
don't know what I still don't know what cap no cap means.
I don't know either, but like in their
Yeah.
kitchen, they'll write "eat,"
Yeah.
and in the bedroom, they'll write "sleep." I can't figure out what the 30 somethings are doing with that, but that's the trend. So you and I, we gather,
Yes.
we discuss, and we share, right? So that's what we do.
Right.
So yesterday, I finally bitched enough that I could go out and buy a tow behind leaf vacuum, one of those big box things with a motor on it, and you just drive it around on your tractor, and it vacuums up the leaves.
Okay.
Because we all know how I feel about leaf blowers.
Right. But wait a second. I don't mean to interrupt, but okay, isn't this just gonna because don't you have to empty the thing out
Yeah,
like
but
every
it's all
five
ground
minutes?
up and it's like dust by the time you empty it out.
But how often, well, as you're mowing and as you're doing that, don't you have to stop mowing to empty the thing out like
Well, the
every.
thing of it is that the box itself is probably 4 feet tall and 6 feet long, so it
Okay.
holds a shitload of leaves.
So how often do you have to do it though? Like let's say you're
Well,
mowing and you
here's
have
the
to do
thing: if you give
how.
me a minute to finish the story, don't rush to the end. You'll find out.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right, I know
Go
you're
ahead.
impatient. I know
I am.
you've got a thing for brevity, unless you're talking. And then it's. But anyway,
Yeah, you're
so I
okay.
get the thing
Guilty.
and I'm like, all right, let's hook this thing up and let's give it a whirl around the yard. The nice thing is, Family Farm at Home puts it all together for you for the most part, and you bring a trailer down there and haul it back to the house. Well, they don't put together the part that goes down to your lawnmower deck because it
Mhm.
has to be custom cut to fit the deck, right? And they send you these templates,
Right.
and you're supposed to cut this piece of plastic, and it's game on. I have no mechanical aptitude whatsoever, and this piece of shit. I get the template, and I'm watching YouTube videos, and I'm trying to read the instructions, and I'm going around and around. I burned through a couple of things on my Dremel, breaking them and trying to do that and cut it. So finally, I just get out the saw and cut it. Finally, get the whole thing on, somewhat accomplished. I drive around the yard, and it clogs up instantly.
Hmm.
I'm out of time. I can't play with it. I got to go do a rehearsal for a wedding. Literally a day wasted farting around with this thing. Now, I don't know what today's going to bring, other than the fact that before all of said lawnmower stuff started, I got up the old $150 chainsaw I bought 10 years ago, and that POS wouldn't start. So picture me doing everything I hate: mechanical
Hmm.
work, yard work,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
things that won't start, things that I have to pull, things that I have to walk around with. Everything in the world that I despise has happened yesterday. And what do you think I did today? Ordered a brand new chainsaw. I don't care where the other one goes. I don't care. I don't care if it's thrown alongside the road. I'm going to get something that starts on the first pull, and that's how it's going to work. Thank you. And we're going to figure out that lawnmower vacuum thing too, because blowing leaves is bullshit.
Okay.
I'm not
And
doing it.
that was why. Well, that's why I was asking because you still don't know how often you're gonna have to empty that damn thing,
It
and this is
shouldn't be
why I never
often.
liked it. Well,
It's
here's the thing.
huge.
Like I, my mom had a when my sister would take care of my mom's lawn,
Yeah.
she had this big contraption that would gather up the clippings, the yard clippings,
Yeah.
uh, and
Like a
that thing would
sweeper.
get filled. Yeah, that thing
Yeah.
would
Those
get
are a
filled,
pain in
and
the
then you
ass.
have to stop mowing,
Yep.
and you have to dump the clippings, and then
Right.
go back. I'm like, f that. I took the damn thing off and just went over the clippings again.
Yeah, that's fine for
You're
clipping.
it's gonna and it's less work for you, and it's
Do
just
you,
more efficient. It's
do you
just
have an
better.
idea of what it's like to try and do leaves around this place? Because
Oh,
there's a
well,
tree or two, and it's an immense
okay.
project, right? But I'm telling you what, the box on this wagon that pulls around the leaf vacuum is enormous. And I'm easily thinking I could get the whole yard in one shot as long as it doesn't clog up.
So yeah, you have trees in your yard, and you don't, but you also have wooded area.
Yeah.
You have a wooded area there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's tough because you're getting it hit from both sides from the leaves in your yard. Because we just deal with the leaves from the wooded area because we got
Right.
like one tree in the backyard,
Right.
and that doesn't really shed much of anything. So yeah, you have obviously a little more work to do.
Yes, I do. And I
Okay,
despise that kind of work.
understood.
I have no problem at all admitting that somebody else is more qualified for that kind of work.
It's not more even more.
More
It's just
qualified.
if you have the means to pay somebody to do it, and it's that much of a pain in the ass. It's like this is you've got so much time that you have in life. Is this something you want to spend it doing? I
Well,
totally like one
and
thing I
that's
always hated bagging leaves.
oh,
When Alexa and I
oh,
were together, one of our neighborhoods, we had to bag, and nothing I hated more than raking and bagging effing leaves. It was
yeah,
awful.
awful,
I hated that.
awful. But we waited out, and for the cost of
Mhm.
leaf removal and all that kind of stuff, over time, $1,500 for the wagon that's got the leaf
Mhm.
sucker on it. All right, we're spending it. So
Yeah.
let's hope it works today,
All
because
right.
if I throw another wrench at the house and it dents the siding again, I think I might be moving in with you.
Okay. Well, I'll say a little prayer for you this afternoon
Thank
then.
you. Thank you
Best of
so much.
luck.
All right.
All right.
Been a while with some
Let's
news. Oh, and by
yeah,
the
let's
way, I pre-read the Jeopardy category today. Your streak's going to
yeah.
end.
Okay, well, we'll see.
It's
Again,
been a great run. I just want you
it
to know
has
that, man.
been, and maybe I'll have
We're talking
a
Ken
speech
Jennings level
afterwards.
of your run.
It really has. Yeah,
And
I'm impressed
Matamodio
with me.
and that guy that's always all James Holzhauer.
Yeah,
You're
I
right
thought it
up
was
there.
gonna. You know what? Honestly, I thought it was gonna come to an end yesterday, and I just pulled that one straight out of my arse. So we'll see.
All right, lay it on me.
The parent company of Facebook is facing more legal issues.
See what you did
See how I
there?
wrote that? I wrote that down. I put it in quotes,
Wow.
and I made a mental note to just bask
Drew Harmon is
in the
proud.
glory of my wordsmithing there.
Your incredible
A new lawsuit has
comment.
been filed against Meta by the state of Massachusetts. CEO Mark Zuckerberg is accused of allegedly dismissing concerns about features on Instagram having a negative impact on users' mental health. At issue is Zuckerberg's encouragement of plastic surgery filters on Instagram as well as Facebook that could encourage young girls into body dysmorphia. And again, this is social media, especially when it comes to young girls, is a major issue. Mental health is a problem for a lot of people, obviously, but for young girls especially, because and I know this just you know like going to like one of Max's football games or taking him to a high school game and just listening
Yeah.
to some of the worst human beings. I'm convinced of this. Some of the worst people on the planet are teenage girls.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some of the absolute worst. The level of character assassination that they partake in
It's awful.
with their friends, and like it's different from guys doing it. Guys there's kind of a laugh. Girls, it's sinister and
in the teen
evil and
years.
not playful.
Here's the thing: in the teen years, I think it's equally damaging to guys because,
Not
yeah,
no.
I mean, it really is. I lived it. I was.
It's
Hear
different
me out.
though.
I
Go ahead.
was. I never fit in. I never
Mhm.
had that click. I had a couple of friends, and that was
Mhm.
good enough. But anything like that, but when it comes down to being so different from the norm, I mean, dude,
Mhm.
I got held back in 7th grade.
Right.
So by the time I got to 9th and 10th grade, the maturity level kind of caught up. I didn't give a shit. I didn't want to be around these losers. By the time I was in
Okay.
11th and 12th grade, I had a tab in a bar, and I was working in nightclubs. And
Mhm.
it's like, what am I even here for? So
Right.
I got picked on, and and
Mhm.
and through middle school, 7th and 8th grade, dude, you flunked 7th grade, you're in the middle school, and if you think
Yeah.
that doesn't come with a price tag, guess again.
Oh,
Andy, you're in the wrong room. Yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
not. I'm in a
Yeah.
single hall Catholic school, and here I am again in the 7th grade.
Mm.
Mhm. So teenagers really need to cool it, and they need to be a little bit more compassionate. But I can't explain what goes on hormonally inside these little monsters that they turn into this.
But again, I'm not dismissing what you went through. I'm not at all.
Right.
Okay. I'm just talking about the level of it.
Oh, women are
Like,
better. Women are worse.
no, they're worse.
Yeah,
Women
and
are young
dude,
girls when
that
it
carries
comes
on
to,
into adulthood too. They're just better at
yes. Oh,
hiding it.
100%. Again, not dismissing what some young boys. Hey, look, I was a weird kid too. I
Right.
mean, I managed to kind of, for what I was friends with a lot of different groups of people. I tended to get along with, because I would be in plays and musicals, but I also played basketball.
Right.
But I could also hang out with, even though I didn't drink or do any drugs at all in high school, but I could hang out with all those kids. I
Right.
had no, you know,
No.
and if I was the thing was, and I wasn't a big kid, so but if I was getting picked on by anybody, I had some other kids like, you don't mess with him.
Right.
They would come to my, I didn't even have to defend myself. So which was good. But
Right.
but no, with young girls though, the level, the like, still with boys, and I've talked about this before, there's some of the psychological that goes on, but a lot of the bullying is still mostly physical, although
Yeah.
you can get picked on and everything. But with the girls, it's all
Yep. I
psychological,
know.
mental torture
Point taken.
at times. It
Yep.
is it is next level. And again, they're really, and what you said is valid. Like, they need to be better. They're not going to be better.
No. No.
They're not going to get better.
So let me
They're
tell
just
you this
not.
too. Sidebar.
Go ahead.
I got a note last night from Facebook. How about if we pay you? Okay.
Bingo. Hey,
I huh? You seem to attract
what?
a lot of attention. Fill this
What?
out and we'll pay
Okay.
you.
What are they? What? Okay. Are you gonna? Is this an off-air conversation you want to have, or you want to?
What? I
No,
don't know
with
what the
what you're.
terms are.
Yeah.
It said up to 30 grand a year.
Okay.
How
Well,
do you
then,
turn
yeah,
that down?
you do have a way. You just do.
I'm-
You connect with a mainstream part of the culture. You
I
just
think
do.
I think I'll make $2, to be
No,
honest
you'll
with you.
no. Okay, see, don't do that, dude. Don't know.
You got to be
Don't
realistic with this thing. It's
you
not
no.
like they're gonna
I'm
walk
being
up and hand me a
realistic.
new
I'm not
car.
saying there. No, I'm not. I'm not saying necessarily that level, but no, you do have a way of connecting with people
You know what it feels like?
that you have an every kind of a semi everyman homespun quality. And
Yeah.
that sounds like that's not dismissive
It's
at
very
all.
kind of you,
That's
and
not
I
an easy
agree. I
thing.
think I agree
That's
with
not
that.
an
But you know what
easy
it
thing to
feels like to
do.
me?
What?
It feels like one of those bottle cap games that we used to play when we were kids, when you take the bottle cap off and you had to pull the little rubber thing off to see what you won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you think okay.
Feels like I'm going to be sitting
But
here pulling bottle caps off trying to hit the Irish
yeah,
sweepstakes.
who know? Look, who knows?
I know.
But you've earned it because you are you and you don't post what average people post,
Right.
really. You'll
I try
go
to give
and
them
do
something
like,
to enjoy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and think about, ponder,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of it is something that a lot of other people may be thinking about or view it a certain way.
Right.
You know,
Right.
a lot of it you're probably choir preaching in a lot of situations, but that doesn't matter. That's what a lot of people gravitate toward
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Good
Next
for
story.
you. That's good. All right. I kind of glossed over this yesterday. The sexiest man alive is Patrick Dempsey. The former Grey's Anatomy star was awarded that title earlier this week. The 57-year-old breakthrough role came back in 1987 as the geeky outcast in Can't Buy Me Love. Underrated film, by the way. I really liked that.
I got to
Can't
think
Buy Me
of
Love was good. I was in high school. I was like a freshman at the time. And I enjoy, of course, Patrick Dempsey then was like 25 years old, pretending to
Right.
be like 17. But he was good in that. And I like Patrick Dempsey. I think he's still a good looking, handsome man, still got
Yeah.
the good jawline at 57. It's not to, I mean, you could rotate this between like four guys.
Good
It could
jawline.
be Bradley.
You noticed that?
Bradley Cooper, Matthew McConaughey, Denzel Washington, and George Clooney, and just rotate every year until one of them dies.
That's really all
And
they
that's
do.
that's what you do.
I'm going to
It
tell you the
seemed
best
like
Patrick Dempsey movie. I got to look it up here. Oh, by the way, On My Way There. No, he wasn't in With Honors. Sorry.
no.
I was
Oh wait,
throwing past.
wait,
He wasn't in With Honors. It was Brendan
he
Fraser.
wasn't?
No.
Okay. Well, I knew he wasn't the main character in that. He hasn't been. I feel like he hasn't been in as many things as it feels like he should have been in, because I only remember him in like Can't Buy Me Love is the only 80s movie that I saw that he was in that
He was in Meatballs 3.
Okay.
Who didn't remember? Who doesn't remember that masterpiece?
Remember that one.
Coupe de Ville was a great
Okay, I
movie
didn't
he
see
was in.
one.
That
Okay,
was a Mike Binder
go
film.
Go through Patrick Dempsey's.
I'm looking.
IMDb. Like
that's what I'm doing.
start
I'm
with
trying to find out what Coupe de Ville is a great movie. If you haven't seen Coupe de Ville, that's something to put on your must-view list. It's awesome.
Okay.
Oh God, where is it? He was in With Honors. Yeah, he was in that in 1994.
Okay, yeah, he was in it, but he wasn't one of the main. He was
Right.
one of the. He didn't have the starring role in it. It was Joe Pesci, and it was Brendan Fraser, and then it was
Dempsey
some
movies.
Flavor of the Month girl, and then it was Patrick Dempsey was in it. Yeah. I feel like we're almost spending too much time on this. My issue was.
We'll go on to the next story.
It felt like it felt like kind of a lifetime achievement award.
Loverboy.
Loverboy
came out in 1989, and he was a pizza delivery kid.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie to watch.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
But anyway, agree, disagree. I mean, Patrick Dempsey is now good looking guy, looks great for his age, obviously. 57, not the sexiest man alive.
Okay.
Who Andio? You have a vote for the sexiest man alive. Who is it?
You.
No, come on.
I spend day after day with you.
Let's treat this with the seriousness it deserves.
Honestly, I can't think of one right now.
You can't think of the sexiest man alive.
No.
I gave you 4
Phil Donahue.
high quality men. See, again, you're not taking. I want you to take this seriously.
All right.
You're not taking this serious. I said I'm going with Matthew McConaughey. I've gone back and forth between should it be Bradley Cooper or Matthew McConaughey. I think it's Matthew McConaughey. But I'm willing to listen to.
I will say this: Matthew McConaughey, without a shirt on, is to be admired.
I mean, you could even go to the younger. You could even go with some of the younger dudes. I don't know, but I'm.
Dude, I can't think of anybody. Move on to the next story.
Like Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe could still. I mean, he's pushing 60.
God, no.
No.
Anything he's good looking about, he's an annoying. I'm Rob Lowe. I don't eat bread. Shut up.
Rob Lowe is awesome, dude. People talk about, and this is usually a female. Like we talk about unrealistic expectations. It doesn't get much more unrealistic for most men than to try to look like Rob Lowe.
Okay, let's do this.
It's virtually impossible. But I like having that out there as an unreachable goal that you're always going to consistently fall short of. But you're still on that wheel.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get
I'll tell you what,
Lowe.
at the end of this, let's go back and record a new beginning, and we'll call it the Andy and Dave Rate Men Show.
No, what?
It'll open us up to a whole new
why
audience.
Why are you not secure enough in your masculinity
I am secure enough
to talk about a sexy man?
It's 8:50 in the morning. I have another thing to do at 9, and I honestly can't think of a sexy man.
Okay, fair.
Right off the top of my head.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd be on board with this. No. Evidently, only I'm qualified.
Well, enjoy that.
Finally, Sparty bounces back from a humbling loss to James Madison earlier this week. Michigan State hammers Southern Indiana 74-51 Thursday night.
You idiots want your scholarships and BMWs taken away? Get out there and win.
MSU improves to 1-1. They'll take on Duke in the Champions Classic in Chicago next Tuesday. Still no disciplinary action in the spying scandal in Ann Arbor. The Big Ten was expected to come down with a punishment on Michigan yesterday. It didn't happen. I'm thinking nothing's going to happen until the end of the season.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens this weekend. Michigan's got Penn State on the road, their first actual opponent. They're finally playing somebody decent after 9 games. And you got to go into Happy Valley. And I think they're going to come out happy. I think Michigan wins that game by a touchdown.
Okay.
Penn State doesn't win those games anymore. We'll see what happens. I think if you're putting money on it, you got to bet Michigan. Sparty, meanwhile, good God, they're going to get the shit beat out of them by Ohio State. Not looking forward to that. Lions back in action on Sunday, putting their 6-2 mark on the line against the 4-4 LA Chargers. That's the marquee game on CBS 4:05 on Sunday afternoon. That's sports.
That's because Metallica is taking over Ford Field this weekend. I had tickets for tonight, and I'm doing a wedding. Metallica's got
the game's going to be at Ford Field.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You want to put some money on that?
Let me double check.
No. Let's put some money on it.
Hang on.
Nope. No Googling it. Put some money on it. Yeah, I got
it because I'm pretty sure. Are
they going to play around Metallica's stage?
Well, yeah, it's easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, really. Because
you're a dunce on a good day because Metallica's stage is enormous, and they are there tonight. They're off tomorrow night, and then they play again.
Oh, you're
Sunday.
right. You know what? You're right. It's at the Chargers. I thought it was at Detroit.
Didn't we have $50 on that?
No, we did not.
I think we did.
We did not. I had to double check.
Chicken, beep, 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 beep. Chicken man. 1,200 today in Literary Ladies. It is the first name shared by best-selling authors Delinsky, Tushman, and Kingsolver.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you liar! It's the
again.
First name shared by best-selling authors Delinsky, Tushman, and Kingsolver.
The first name? It's a 2-word name?
Look, I know you're all spun up on Rob Lowe, and we're off the air in just a second. You can go do whatever it takes to get your mind settled.
So it's a 2-word name.
It's the first name shared by best-selling authors Delinsky, Tushman, and Kingsolver.
I'm going to guess, and this is another shot in the dark because I have no idea who those women are. Zero again. Not much of a reader.
This is tough here. It's
Kelly?
Kelly is absolutely wrong. It's Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Babs.
If you go back to that one episode of 2.5 Men, it's Boobra.
Okay.
You don't remember that one, do you?
I don't think I do remember that one.
Well,
although
there
it
you
makes
have it.
That sounds like an episode.
It was a great episode.
Again, I had 8, 9. I had 9 in a row.
No, I think it was
9
8.
in a row. No, it was 9 because I did all 5 last week and then 4 this week.
All right, 9 in a row. Take a bow.
But I lost. It was a great run. I want to thank everybody for supporting me and for being there for me. But all things must come to an end, and thus endeth the streak.
All right. Well, have yourself a great weekend, and we'll do it back. And hey, get home to your Rob Lowe shrine.
Will do.
Posters in your room and everything. Perfect. See ya.
See ya.